Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the elimination reactions of alkyl halides. Elimination reactions. These are also called dehydrohalogenation reactions. Dehydrohalogenation reactions means hydrogen and halogen both are eliminated from adjacent carbon atoms. For example, alkyl halides with a beta hydrogen is bound with a alcoholic potassium hydroxide. They undergo elimination of hydrogen halides to form alkenes. Let's take an example for this reaction. Ethyl chloride is boiled with a alcoholic potassium hydroxide to form alkenes. Here the halogen bearing carbon is called, with respect to the halogen this carbon is alpha, with respect to the chlorine the carbon atom is called alpha carbon, adjacent to the alpha carbon is beta carbon. This is a beta carbon. When these alkyl halides are heated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, from alpha position halogen atom, from beta position hydrogen atom, both are eliminated. Elimination takes place to form alkenes. CH2 double bond CH2 alkene will form, include this potassium bromide plus H2O will form. Clear? In this reaction, the hydrogen atom from beta position eliminated. Okay, hydrogen atom eliminated from beta position. Therefore, this reaction is also called as beta elimination reaction. Why it is called beta elimination reaction? Hydrogen atom is eliminated from beta position. So, this reaction is also called beta elimination reaction. Clear? Let's take an examples for this reaction. For example, N-propyl bromide. N-propyl bromide is boiled with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Halogen atom from alpha carbon, which is alpha carbon. This is a alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. From alpha carbon halogen atom, from beta carbon hydrogen atom, both are eliminated. Means from adjacent carbon atoms, hydrogen and halogen, both are elimination takes place to form alkene. Now the double bond takes place between these two carbon atoms because valency of the both the carbon atoms are open. To satisfy the tetravalency of the carbon, double bond takes place between these two carbon atoms. So propane will form, including this potassium bromide plus H2O will form. Here one more example. IUPAC name for this 1, 2, 3. 2-bromo 2-methyl propane. 2-bromo 2-methyl propane is boiled with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Boiled with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Then what happened? Now this is alpha carbon because bromine bearing carbon is called alpha with respect to the halogen atom. This carbon is alpha. These adjacent carbon atoms all are beta carbons. All are identical. Means hydrogen atom can eliminate from any one of the beta carbon because all beta carbon having equal number of hydrogen atoms. There is no difference in the number of hydrogen atoms. That's why the hydrogen atom eliminated from any one of the carbon atom to form alkene. For example, hydrogen atom eliminated from this beta carbon. So double bond takes place between these two carbon atoms and CH3 will form. Include this potassium bromide plus H2O. Clear? Understand? In this reaction, the mechanism is followed by E2, elimination by molecular reactions. These reactions also called E2 elimination. What is E2 elimination? Elimination by molecular reactions. mechanism for this reaction. Which mechanism follows it? E2 mechanism. E stands for elimination and 2 stands for bimolecular. It's something similar to the SN2 mechanism. Already we have discussed that. Okay. SN2 mechanism, one nucleophile attacking a side opposite to the halogen, leaving group leaves other side. Here something related to that, but exactly not same. Here hydrogen atom and halogen atom both are leave the substrate and form a alkene. In RDS, 2 molecules means alkyl halide and nucleophile involves in the SN2 mechanism. In this elimination E2 mechanism, alkyl halide and base both are involved in the RDS, so it is also bimolecular reaction. And order and molecularity of the SN2 is 2, and similarly order and molecularity of the E2 mechanism also 2. Okay, these two things are similar, but in SN2 mechanism, nucleophile attacking a side opposite to the halogen and other side the leaving group leaves. Here both the atoms, halogen and hydrogen atom, both are leaves simultaneously from the substrate to form alkenes. Just a mechanism. Hydrogen, halogen. Okay, it is boiled with the alcoholic potassium hydroxide. What is potassium hydroxide? Potassium hydroxide is a base. Okay, now base capture the proton. Base can attack a side towards hydrogen atom. Okay, understand? Base can attack a side hydrogen atom, means base coming in this direction. This is the base. Now base can capture this proton. Base can capture this proton. Clear? At the same time, the bond between carbon and halogen cleavage takes place. Both are takes place simultaneously. Hence, it exists a transition state. In transition state, this bond going to cleavage, partial bond, and this also partial bond, bond breaking, and new bond formation between the base and hydrogen, and new bond formation between carbon and carbon due to the valences are open between these two carbon atoms. Okay, in transition state what happens here? New bond formation takes place. Okay, this bond cleavage takes place means dotted bond going to cleave. Okay, breaking of bond, and this bond develops with a base. Okay, base bond formation takes place, and single bond is there, and single bond, X. This dotted bond means this bond going to break. Breaking of bond is there, and new bond formation takes place here. Here, this is called transition state. What is it? Transition. In transition state, this bond formation takes place. What about this? Breaking of bond. What about this? Bond formation takes place. What about this? Bond breaking takes place. I'm writing here. This bond breaking. Finally, we will get a product alkene. Including the subproducts also there, byproducts. Okay, this is the mechanism. In this mechanism, transition state is there. In transition state, these bonds, carbon halogen bond and carbon hydrogen bond, both are going to break. Okay, partial bonds are in the transition state, and new bond formation between the base and hydrogen. Base can approach a side hydrogen atom, and halogen atom cleavage take place, and finally we will get the alkene here. Clear? Now in this reaction mechanism, first one is it is a single step reaction mechanism. Okay, single step reaction mechanism, just like a SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, single step. Okay, there is only single step is there. Similarly, it is a single step reaction. Now rate is equal to K into concentration of alkyl halide and concentration of base. Depend on concentration of alkyl halide and concentration of base. In SN2 mechanism, rate is equal to K into concentration of alkyl halide and concentration of nucleophile. Instead of nucleophile, your base will come. Okay, now the order and molecularity. Order is equal to molecularity is equal to molecularity of the RDS is equal to 2 because 1 plus 1 is there. Okay, order and molecularity of this reaction is 2. Next, the rate of formation of alkene is directly proportional to the elimination reaction. Rate of elimination reaction is directly proportional to stability of alkene. Clear? Rate of E2 elimination reaction is directly proportional to stability of alkenes. Now stability of alkene depends on the alpha hydrogens. Number of alpha hydrogen increase means stability of that alkene increase. If stability of alkene increases, that rate of elimination is fast. For example, stability of alkene decreases. What is the meaning of it? The rate of elimination reaction is slow. Now this rate of this reaction is depend on concentration of base. Okay, both are involved in the RDS. In RDS, alkyl halide as well as base both are involved in the reaction mechanism. So the strength of base also favors the reaction. Okay, if strong base is there, it captures the proton very fast and reaction carried very fast. Okay, means the strength of base is directly proportional to A2 mechanism. Base BS. What is the meaning of BS? Basic strength. BS means basic strength is directly proportional to E2 mechanism or E2 reaction. Okay, E2 reactions are more favor when stronger base. Stronger bases are capture the proton easily. When proton captured by the base, the reaction carried out very fast. So stronger bases are more favor to elimination reaction, E2 reaction. In this transition state, what is the characteristics of this transition state? It just looks like a alkene. Characteristics of transition state is similar to alkene, just like alkene. Characteristics of transition state just look like a alkene. Alkene nature, it possesses alkene nature. Okay, transition state have a alkene nature. Clear? This is about the mechanism of E2 elimination reactions. Clear? Let's take an examples. Name of this compound 2-bromo 3-methyl butane. Clear? It is boiled with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Clear? When it is heated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, halogen eliminated from alpha position. This alpha position, alpha carbon. And what about is adjacent to the alpha position beta carbon, and this also beta carbon. Okay, two beta positions are there. Now elimination of hydrogen takes place from both the sides, from right side and left side. Which is a more favorable? Which is major product and which is minor product? Okay, to conclude is Sedgwick rule is there. According to the Sedgwick rule, if there is a possibilities of formation of two or more compounds, the elimination of hydrogen atom takes place with a less number of hydrogen, or more substituted carbon. Hydrogen elimination takes place from more substituted carbon or less number of hydrogen atom bearing carbon. Clear? Understand? Listen once again. The hydrogen atom eliminated according to the Sergev rule. What is Sergev rule? If there is a possibilities of formation of more than one compounds, the hydrogen atom gets eliminated from the carbon atom with more substituted or with a less number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, here beta carbon is there. How many hydrogens are there? 3 hydrogens. And this also beta carbon. How many hydrogens are there? 1 hydrogen. So according to the Sergev rule, the hydrogen atom eliminated from the carbon atom with less number of hydrogen atom are more substituted. How many substitutes are there here? 2 substitutes are there. Methyl group. 2 methyl group substituted on this carbon atom. What about this carbon atom? There is no substituents. Least substituent is. Okay. Now the hydrogen atom eliminated from more substituted carbon. This carbon having 2 methyl groups. So more substituted carbon. So hydrogen atom eliminated from the more substituted carbon are less number of hydrogen atoms. 1 hydrogen atom, 2 substituents are there. Automatically we have to remember, number of hydrogen atoms are decreased means substituents increase. Number of substituent increase on the carbon atom means number of hydrogen automatically decrease. Clear? Understand? Here number of substituent increase, number of hydrogens decrease. Clear? Here number of hydrogen increase means number of substituents decrease. Now here 2 products are possibilities are there. First one is major and another is minor. What is major product? According to the Sergev rule. According to the Sergev rule, hydrogen atom eliminated from the left side beta carbon. So CH3 single bond, CH single bond, CH3 sorry, double bond, CH single bond, CH3. This is a major product. This is called Sergev or ZSEF also. And what is minor product? Hydrogen eliminated from the right side beta carbon. So CH3 single bond, CH single bond, CH3, CH double bond, CH2 will form. This is a minor product. Minor product. This is a about 80% will form. This is a about 20% will form in the mixture. So this is a Sergev product. This is called Hoffman product. What is it? Hoffman product. Here. Next example. CH2Br. CH2Br. Here only single product formation takes place. So I will write a Br, C single bond, CH3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Now CH2 and CH carbon is there. Understand? Write this CH3 like this, CH. Okay. Now boil with the alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Boil with alcoholic potassium hydroxide according to the Sergev. This is called Sergev's product. This is major. And another one is the Hoffman product. According to the Sergev rule, hydrogen atom eliminated from the beta carbon with a less number of hydrogen atoms. This is alpha carbon. From alpha position, halogen atom must be eliminated, including this halogen from beta position. From beta position, hydrogen atoms are eliminated. From beta position having 2 hydrogen atoms, this beta position having only 1 hydrogen atom. According to the Sergev rule, the hydrogen atom eliminated from the beta position with a less number of hydrogen atoms are more substituted carbon. More substituted carbon. Clear? And what about this? Here 2 hydrogen atoms are there and 1 substituent is there. Means it is a minor product. This is a Hoffman product. Now the Sergev product is hydrogen atom eliminated from the left side beta carbon. So CH3 single bond C single bond CH3 double bond CH single bond, CH2 single bond, CH. This is Hertzsprung product. What about Hoffman product? This is about 80% will form. This is major product. What is it? Major. Next, minor product. What about minor product? Hydrogen atom gets eliminated from the right side beta carbon. That is CH3 single bond, CH single bond, CH3 single bond, CH double bond, CH single bond, CH3. This Hoffman, this minor product 20% will form. So this is a minor product. What is it? Minor product. Clear? Now in this reaction, this is alkene, multiple bond carbon is alkene. This alkene means this double bond carbon having how many alpha hydrogens? Here 2 alpha hydrogens here. 3 plus 3, total 6 plus 2, 8 alpha hydrogens are there here. How many alpha hydrogens? 8 alpha hydrogens. With respect to this double bond carbons, alpha, alpha, alpha. How many alpha hydrogens are there? 8 alpha hydrogens are there. Now what about this? With respect to this carbon is alpha and this is also alpha. How many hydrogens are there? 1. How many hydrogens are there here? 3 hydrogens. 3 plus 1, 4 alpha hydrogens over here. Okay. Now stability of alkene depends on number of alpha hydrogens. Number of alpha hydrogens. Clear? Number of alpha hydrogens are more. So more stable this is. So 80% will form. This reaction is very fast. This reaction is very slow. Clear? Now 80% will form. This is 80%. 80% of why it will form means stability of alkene. Number of alpha hydrogens decide their stability of alkenes. Clear? Stereochemistry of E2 reaction. Stereochemistry of E2 reaction. Markers see hadune. For example, two chlorobutane. This is called anti, this is called syn. Anti and syn. When the base is approach a carbon, means capture the hydrogen atom, proton, and this elimination takes place. Okay, base coming in this direction and halogen leaving in this direction. Both are opposite direction. What about in this case? Syn means are parallel in parallel. Both are parallel to each other. Now base is coming in this direction to capture the proton, and this what about halogen atom? Halogen atom also having electron rich center. Okay, surrounded by 3 lone pairs. So electron cloud is there like this. Electron cloud. What about base? Base also a species which donate a lone pair of electrons. Species which donate lone pair means electron cloud is there. Base also having electron cloud. Due to the electron cloud, both are repels each other. Both are repels each other. A repulsion is there. Due to the repulsion force, both are repelled each other. So in this direction, attacking of base is not feasible. Okay, the attacking of base from this side is not feasible. It is hard to attack on this hydrogen atom because here electron cloud, chlorine atom is there. Electron density is maximum is there. So electron density, chlorine also having, and base also has a highest electron density. Electron cloud is there. Both are repels each other. Due to the repulsion force, the base is unable to approach in this direction. Clear? What about here? Now the base is coming in this direction. Halogen cleavage takes place here. Means this reaction cleavage takes place easily. The bond cleavage takes place easily in this case. So we will get here alkyl like this. Clear? Understand? What about here? It is a become hard because the base is unable to approach the proton, because the halogen having highest electron density. Electron cloud is there. Electron cloud of halogen atom, electron cloud of base, both are repels each other. Due to the repulsion force, the base unable to approach the hydrogen atom. Clear? What about here? Both are opposite in direction is there. Opposite in direction. So the base can attack easily and cleavage take place easily. Now these two are called conformers. Conformers. What are they? Conformers. In these alkanes, the carbon-carbon bond has a single bond. Between carbon and carbon, which bond is there? Single bond. For example, these two are carbon atom. This thing it is carbon atom. Okay, carbon and carbon having single bond, and this carbon having 3 hydrogen atoms like this in alkane, and 3 more hydrogens. For example, 1 and 2, 3 like this. Right side also 3 hydrogens are there. When these are close, when these are parallel to each other, 2 hydrogens are parallel to each other, this is called eclipsed conformer. Okay, we can rotate this. Keep stationary this bond and rotate the carbon atom. Okay, keep stationary this carbon atom and rotate one carbon atom like this. When we are rotating the carbon, the length, bond length between, or the internuclear distance between the hydrogen atoms increase. Internuclear distance increase. As the internuclear distance increase, stability increase. When it is coming close, both are parallel to each other. This is called eclipsed. In eclipsed, internuclear distance of hydrogen atoms are very less, so both are repels each other. It is highly unstable compound. Highly unstable compound. Clear? When it is rotating like this, when we are rotating like this, then what happened? The internuclear distance between the hydrogen atoms increase. Internuclear distance between hydrogen and hydrogen atoms increase. Clear? Now the stability of alkanes increases. This conformer is called staggered conformers. In staggered conformer, it is a stable conformer. Whatever is unstable conformer, unstable conformer is called eclipsed. Stable conformer of alkane is called staggered. Okay, staggered conformation. In staggered conformation, the base can attack. Both are opposite directions there. For example, this is the bond. Now this is the hydrogen atom and another one halogen atom is like this. Okay, this is a anti portion. Okay, this is a bond between carbon and carbon. This is a bond between carbon and hydrogen. This is a bond between carbon and halogen. Both are opposite in direction. Now base coming attack on this proton and capture the proton easily because there is no halogen atom. When these are same side is there, hydrogen and halogen both are same side is there. Now when base is coming to attack on this proton, due to the repulsion force of electron cloud of this halogen atom and the base, both are repels each other, so the base is unable to approach to proton. Clear? Understand? Now so the anti is favor to the E2 mechanism. Anti is favor to the E2 mechanism, means anti-structures. Anti-structures are favor to E2 mechanism. Understand? What about in this case? It unable to approach the carbon atom. Unable to approach the carbon atom. For example, anti means halogen present on wedge bond. For example, bromine present on wedge bond. Clear? And hydrogen atom present on dash bond. And one more hydrogen present on. Two hydrogens are there. So one more hydrogen present on wedge bond. Now which is opposite direction? This wedge bond means this bromine and this dash bond, both are in opposite direction. One is above the plane, another is below the plane. Okay. Now base when approach to the hydrogen atom, which is favorable? This dash bond hydrogen is favorable to capture the base. So base approach to this inside the carbon, inside hydrogen atom and capture the proton and form a partial bond here. Okay, and at the same time bromine cleavage take place. Clear? Understand? For example, your bromine is there, your methyl group is there, and what about here? Hydrogen atom is there. This is also present on wedge bond. This is also present on wedge bond. Understand? So both are present on wedge bond. Bromine and hydrogen both are on wedge bond like this. Bromine and hydrogen both are present on wedge bond. Clear? Now this hydrogen, this methyl group. This hydrogen, this methyl group. Whatever this is the bromine. Both are same side is there and methyl group down side is there. For example, MO upside, methyl group is there, downside which one is there? Hydrogen atom is there like this. Hydrogen and bromine both are same side is there. Now the base is unable to approach this proton because both are same side is there. Base cannot approach in this direction. So what happened? Now adjacent carbon, this is also beta position. Now beta position having 1, 2 and 3 hydrogen atoms are there like this. 3 hydrogen atoms are there. Among these 3 hydrogen atoms, this hydrogen is favorable to attack by the base. Now base attacking on this hydrogen atom and capture this proton, form a double bond between these two carbon atoms. Double bond will come. Okay. Let's discuss some example. Then you can understand clearly. B are present on wedge bond and this is a methyl group and hydrogen also present on wedge bond. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. Now which hydrogen is eliminated? Which is favor to the base? Now base can capture which hydrogen? So this carbon having 2 hydrogen atoms. One is on wedge bond and another is dash bond. Base OH minus is coming to attack on this substrate. Which hydrogen is eliminated easily? Which hydrogen is eliminated easily? Means it approach this wedge bond. Okay. Approach this wedge bond hydrogen atom and it capture the hydrogen atom. What about here? Both are lies on the above the plane. Same side of the plane. So the proton is unable to approach here. Base is unable to approach here. Base is unable to approach here due to the electronic repulsion of bromine and base. So the product is like this will come. Okay, understand? Similarly, one more example. CH3 and CH3. What about this bromine? Observe carefully here. Methyl group present on wedge bond. This methyl group present on wedge bond. What about hydrogen atoms? Hydrogen atoms are present on dash bond. Hydrogen atom present on dash band. Here also hydrogen present on dash band. Here. Understand? Now bromine and these two hydrogen atoms are lies inside the plane. All are on the same side is their same parallel to each other. So the base unable to approach the proton. So this reaction is alcoholic potassium hydroxide not carried out. The product is will not form because bromine is inside the plane and hydrogen atom adjacent carbon atoms one beta position both are having same plane. Means all are lies inside the board. Same plane. So the bromine electron rich side here, electronic cloud is there. When base approach here, it repels each other. Base and halogen atom both are repels here because electron cloud. Electronic repulsion. Due to electronic repulsion, the base unable to approach this hydrogen atom. Unable to approach this hydrogen atom. Then what happened? This reaction is not carried out. This reaction is not carried out. Understand? One more example. Simple examples. Bromine. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. Now this bromine is there. There is no methyl group. So halogen eliminated from here, hydrogen from either here or here. Both are beta positions. Hydrogen eliminated from adjacent carbon atom to form multiple bond between like this. Clear? Alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. Which product will form here? What about is beta position? What about is beta position? How many hydrogens are there here? One hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? One hydrogen. How many are there? Three hydrogens are there. According to the Sergev rule, the hydrogen atom eliminated from the beta carbon with less number of hydrogen atoms. So from here, from tertiary carbon, the hydrogen atom is eliminated. So double bond takes place between these two carbon atoms. Double bond takes place between these two carbon atoms. Now here, which product will form? Alkene. From this alkene here, one hydrogen atom is there. Okay, hydrogen atom and methyl group. Here methyl group and ethyl group is there. So it shows GI, geometric isomerism. Cis and trans means two product will form here. Again, when hydrogen atom eliminated from this beta carbon, you will get multiple bond here. Okay, this is a minor product. What is it? Minor product. This is a major product. How many products will form here? Is there any geometric isomerism? Here two hydrogen atoms are there. Similar hydrogen atoms are there. So it is not showing GI. So this is 2 plus 1. Total 3 products will form. How many products are? 3 products. Next example. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. Now, what's going on here? This alpha position, this is beta carbon, this is also beta carbon. Whatever is beta carbon, 0 hydrogen atom, there is no hydrogen atoms. Whatever this beta position having 2 hydrogen atoms. Elimination takes place from here. So the product is okay. So what about here? Hydrogen atom and methyl group is there. Here hydrogen atom and this total group is there. So it shows GI means 2 products will possible here. 2 products are possible here. Br. Same alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. Now both the positions 1, 2, 3 all positions are identical. All positions are identical. 2 carbons, so 2 hydrogen atoms are there. We will get product first one like this between these 2 carbon atoms. From here hydrogen atom is eliminated. Next one from here all are same for single product will form here. Okay, identical. If you have one, write this. Write the IUPAC name. What is the IUPAC name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 ethyl pent-2-ene. 3 ethyl pent-2-ene. Whatever it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 ethyl pent-2-ene means single product will come. There is no double product. Okay. These are the examples of elimination reactions. Next topic, cis-trans isomerism of Sergev product. Cis-trans isomerism of Sergev product. What is Sergev product? Sergev product. What is Sergev product? More substituted alkene will be the major product. More substituted alkene will be the major product. For example, in the product cis trans isomerism is possible, then the trans product is the major product. For example, 2-chlorobutane undergoes alcoholic potassium hydroxide elimination reaction. We will get this a trans alkene and we will get a cis alkene also. Trans and cis alkene both will forms. Among these two, trans alkene will be the stable product. Trans alkene will be the stable product. Why these are stable means in trans alkenes C double bond is single bond CH3, single bond CH3, single bond H and single bond H. This is a trans alkene will be the more stable. If the Sedgwick product formed cis trans product, the trans product will be the major product because repulsion between the methyl group is very less because both are distance maintained. They are large distance. Where for example, in a cis alkene, C double bond is single bond CH3, single bond CH3, single bond H, single bond H. Now both are electron donating groups, both shows plus I effect electron cloud. Both are having electron cloud due to the repulsion force of methyl groups. This compound is unstable. What about this? Now due to the lies on the opposite direction, least repulsion force takes place between these two methyl groups. So that's why it is more stable. Understand? In Sedgwick product, according to the Sedgwick product, more substituted alkene is the major product. In that major product, if it is possible to formation of cis trans isomers, the trans product is the major product because the repulsion force between methyl group is very least because they are opposite in the plane. Clear? One is below the plane and another is above the plane. So repulsion force between two methyl groups is very least. So that's why these are more stable. Trans alkenes are more stable. For example, the substituted alkenes are more stable. According to the Sedgwick rule, more substituted alkene will be the major product. Clear? In dehydrohalogenation reaction, the product according to the Sedgwick, more substituted alkene will be the stable product. Clear? Means the stable alkene formation is faster reaction. In dehydrohalogenation, rate of reaction depend on the stability of alkene. For example, stable alkene will form is the rate of reaction is also fast. Already we have discussed in the mechanism. Rate of dehydrohalogenation is directly proportional to the stability of alkene. Stability of alkene increases means dehydrohalogenation reaction also increases. E2 mechanism also increases. For example, R2C double bond CR2. Now two alkyl groups are there on this carbon, so it is a very faster towards dehydrohalogenation reaction. This is very fastest will form. So stable product this is the next R2C double bond CHR. Next one R2C double bond CH2. Next R1CH. I'm writing here R1CH double bond CH2. Next CH2 double bond CH2. This is the stability of alkenes. So formation of this alkene, more substituted alkene is faster the reaction. For example, by the dehydrohalogenation we will get this product. Means it is more stable because number of alpha hydrogens are determine the stability of alkenes. For example, first one C double bond C single bond CH3. How many substitutes are there? 4 substitutes are there on this alkenes. Okay, more substituted alkene. How many alpha hydrogens are there? 4 3 12 alpha hydrogens are there, so more stable. What about second one? C single bond CH3, single bond CH3, double bond CH, single bond CH3. How many are there? 9 alpha hydrogens are there. Next one, CH3 double bond CH2. How many alpha hydrogens are there? 6 alpha hydrogens, sir. How many alpha hydrogens, sir? 6 alpha hydrogens. What about this? CH double bond CH2, single bond CH3. 3 alpha hydrogens are there. What about this? 0 alpha hydrogens are there. 0 alpha hydrogens. So rate of formation of this compound, is very fast because stability of alkene is greater here. 12 alpha hydrogens are there. Due to the presence of 12 alpha hydrogens is more stable. So formation of this product, 1, 2, 3, 4. Name of this compound 2, 3 dimethyl butyl-2-ene is formed very fast. Clear? Understand? I will take an example. Ethyl chloride and what about this? Isopropyl bromide. This is a tertiary butyl bromide. What is a boiled with alcoholic potassium hydroxide? Will get CH2 double bond CH2. Okay, there is no substituents. Least substituted and less stable alkene will form. Least stable alkene will form. So what about the rate of reaction? Very slow. Very slow reaction. This is expression very slow. What about this? We will get CH2 double bond CH single bond CH3 and double bond carbon on methyl group is there. Substituent, more substituent carbons are more favorable when compared to this one substituent is there. So rate of this reaction is faster than ethyl chloride, alcoholic potassium hydroxide delta. We will get this product here. How many alpha hydrogen? 3 alpha hydrogens are there. So it is a stable. Stable means rate of reaction is fast. Clear? Rate of reaction is directly proportional to the stability of alkene. Now stability of this alkene is greater than this alkene, so it is a faster reaction. What about this? We will get here CH2 double bond C single bond CH3 single bond CH. How many alpha hydrogens are there? 6 alpha hydrogens are there. Now stability. Now this one is lesser than this. Means this is more stable because 6 alpha hydrogens are there. How many alpha hydrogens are? 6 alpha hydrogens. Due to the presence of 6 alpha hydrogens, it is highly stable. So the rate of dehydrohalogenation is very fast. For example, I am writing 1, 2, 3. Rate of dehydrohalogenation. Rate of dehydrohalogenation means rate of E2 direct. Rate of E2. Okay, elimination by molecular reaction is third one is greater than, second one is greater than first one. What is third one? Tertiary alkyl. What is second one? Secondary alkyl. Whatever it is, primary alkyl means the dehydrohalogenation reaction is tertiary alkyl halide is greater than, secondary alkyl is greater than primary alkyl halide. Tertiary alkyl halides can produce 6 alpha hydrogen. Means alkene is more stable. Means the rate of E2 is depend on the nature of the carbon atom. Tertiary alkyl halides greater than, secondary alkyl halides greater than primary alkyl halides. Clear?